What could then be haunting CCM and Tanzania following this crisis? Over 500 people are killed in an electoral protest that was preceded by the arrest and detention of opposition leader. What could be haunting President Suluhu Hassan to kill or preside over the murder of innocent, unarmed people, unleash the most vicious violence? If the feeling, the thought of South African ordinary people is we are better because of whites, this apartheid haunting machinery in South Africa, which is very evident. Who is haunting CCM? If CCM has more or less since early 1960s, 61, in its different forms, has presided over Tanzanians, how come the 2025 election was dealt with so much disregard to the lives of Africans?
I would not put myself in the place of President Samia Suluhu Hassan to answer that question. She would be the best person to answer it. But I'll say this. I talked about the disruptions that took place with colonialism. And really, Tanzania and so many other African countries, almost all of them, all the African countries, has never fully freed itself from the shackles that were placed on Tanganyika and Zanzibar, which united in 1964 to form Tanzania, fully to become fully free. The vestiges of oppression that come from colonialism and dictatorial rule have survived within Tanzanian society, and authoritarianism has never fully left Tanzania. We had authoritarian tendencies even under Nyerere. We fought against those tendencies. Nyerere himself, I had a feeling that Nyerere himself knew that he was sometimes being authoritarian rather than authoritative. And he was instructing us to continue fighting against that authoritarianism because he knew his government was in certain ways authoritarian. But slowly, we kept on inching towards some democratic form of governance. And from time to time, we slipped back so that we had 2 steps forward, 3 steps backwards from time to time, until I think people got the notion that it was possible to go the full length of authoritarianism and acquire means to make economic decisions for the people, on behalf of the people, but with the intention of really milking the economic potential of the country for the benefits of those who are in power. And I think that is what is happening. It is basically an economic decision. The desire to make economic decisions without too much interference from so-called opposition forces and so on and so forth. And I think that is what got us where we are in Tanzania today. The desire by a certain group of people, a very small group of people, to have control over economic decisions without being interrupted by too many people who are are inspired by a desire to have participatory processes where everybody makes decisions and so on and so forth. Because you have to make very, very serious economic decisions by how to, one, collect the income through taxation and so on and so forth, but two, how to share the wealth, the common wealth of the people equally, with some justice in the distributive systems. And I think that is where we have the crunch comes at that point. Mm-hmm. How do we share what is ours as equally, as fairly as possible among the people of our community, of our country? And I think that is a question that has to be resolved at some stage before we can talk about it, because there's nothing. Mm-hmm. When you look at CCM, which is a ruling party for the past 60 plus years, and the opposition, Chadema, and the other opposition parties, what is the ideological differences? There are no ideological differences at all. It's just a question of saying, we are in power. We will not let you come to power, even if